Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to prepare a yummalicious rainbow cake without oven, and also I'm giving you some tips how to make your cake much better. So come on, let's get started.
So now let's make a quick prep by mixing up all the dry ingredients. The ingredients required for this are all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda and salt. First of all, let's take 1 cup of all-purpose flour. See that you level up the cup and put it into the sieve. Once you put the all-purpose flour, you add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt.
Let's mix all the ingredients together so that all of them are combined well.
Let's sift this all together into the bowl.
We can sift the ingredients thrice so that all the ingredients are combined well, as well as it will give us a softer cake. This is how the mix looks like. Now let's keep this aside and prepare the wet ingredients. First and foremost, before mixing the wet ingredients, let's make the powdered sugar ready. For this we require 3/4 cup of sugar. Put it in the mixer jar and get it powdered. Once it's powdered, let's keep it aside and prepare the wet ingredients. For that, let's take a bowl which is dry. See that it does not have any water particles in it. Otherwise, your cake will not come out well. The eggs will not beat properly. Since we require foam, if there is water particle in it, the eggs don't form properly. So see that you clean the bowl very carefully and then crack open the eggs into it. Let's take 3 large eggs and crack them open to the bowl. Now let's take a beater. I'm using the Scarlett brand 7-speed electric beater. Beat the eggs for about 3 to 4 minutes from low to high speed until it gets really foamy. Those who don't have an electric beater need not worry. You can get it as foamy as it is even with a balloon whisker or by putting it in the mixer. Once you find the mixture creamy like this, let's add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence to it and give it a quick mix. Now, let's add the powdered sugar little by little to the mix. Next, let's add 3/4 cup of sunflower oil. Make sure to use sunflower oil only because other oils may give out some smell once the cake is ready. So here we'll add 3/4 cup of sunflower oil and give it a mix. Now, let's go ahead and add the dry ingredients in 3 batches. Let's not put all the dry ingredients at once, otherwise they may form lumps. So let's add it in batches and mix it with a spatula. Here we don't require the beater, so let's take the blades and wash them. After washing the blades, keep them in the freezer along with this kind of a bowl at least for half an hour. Here, let's apply the cut and fold method. If you don't need a spatula, you can also use the balloon whisk and mix all the ingredients more better than a spatula without getting lumps. Here, our batter is ready. Here we are ready to prepare our colorful batter for the rainbow cake. I know that you must be wondering why there are only 6 glasses, because a rainbow consists of 7 colors, but we are going to prepare a cake of 1 kg. If we have to make 7 colors, we will require more batter than that. So here, let's begin to divide the batter into these 6 glasses equally. There is no need to weigh the batter, but just divide it approximately in all the 6 glasses. Now we have divided the batter into 6 portions. Let's prepare the tin. I'm using a 5-inch round tray. Before pouring the batter, first we need to grease it. Okay? So let's take a little bit of oil. Instead of oil, you can also use butter. I'm using oil. So let's take a little bit of oil with this brush and brush it around the tin. Don't add too much of oil, otherwise the cake will be crispy. After applying the oil, let's dust some all-purpose flour in the tin so that after baking you can demold the cake easily. Here our tray is ready. Now, my dear friends, we are not preparing this cake in an oven. So all those who don't have an oven need not be sad, because today I will share with you how to bake a cake without an oven. Come, let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so here I have my oven set up. First let's place a tawa on the stove, and luckily I had my old cooker which I have kept aside only for baking purpose. Okay, this is my oven setup. Here we'll take this cooker and place it on the tawa and put on the flame and preheat for 15 minutes. The flame which you'll be using for preheating the oven setup will be the same flame which you'll use to bake the cake as well. Next, let's prepare the batter for our first cake. Let's take 1 glass which has the batter and set the rest of the 5 glasses aside. Let's take 1 tablespoon of warm milk and mix it into the batter very well. After mixing the milk, let's add the color into it. Our first cake is blue color. Just add 1 or 2 drops. I'm using the Chef Master brand sky blue color. I prefer using the colors from Chef Master brand. Next, after mixing the color well, we need to add 1/8 teaspoon, that is half of 1/4 teaspoon of white vinegar into it. It will make your cake soft, but it won't be sour. See that you add the vinegar just before you're about to bake, otherwise the action of the vinegar will be lost. Now, let's pour the batter into the baking tray. See that you pour to the last drop, because the batter has to reach all the sides of the tray. After pouring the batter, see that you tap it very well. There should not be any air bubbles inside it. Here, our oven is getting preheated. The oven setup that we have prepared, it's already heated well. Now, in this cooker, you can put salt, the rock salt, or you can also put sand, but I'm not using either. I'm keeping a bowl like this. You can also keep a rack and then place the tin on top of this rack. Cover it with a lid and place a heavy stone upon it so that the steam doesn't go out. If you have a stone like this, the ginger stone or any other kind of heavy object, you can place it on this cooker and bake the cake for about 20 to 30 minutes. It depends upon the type of stove you're using, the flame that you're keeping. See that you keep the flame as much as you had kept while preheating the oven setup. Now, our cake is ready. Let's just poke it with a toothpick or a skewer and check if the inside of the cake has cooked or not. See, as you can see that it has cooked well. Nothing has come out on the toothpick. Let's remove it from the oven setup and set it aside for cooling. I'm not putting off the oven setup because we have to still keep our next cakes into this. If you put the gas off, then you will have to again preheat it. Now our cake is ready. Once you remove it from the oven setup, see that you cool it down soon. Let's demold it now. If you have more than one pan, that is better, so that as you remove one tin, you can place the other one. Otherwise, keep the flame on low and demold the cake and prepare it again for the next cake. If you have a butter paper, that would be much better. Let's follow the same procedure for rest of our cakes. I have taken the next batter and added 2 drops of a red, super red color and pour all the batter into the pan. Tap it very well and place it in the oven setup. Let's bake it again for about 15 minutes. Here, our red cake is also ready. Next is the yellow cake. I have prepared the batter. See that once you take the batter, you're making sure to add 1 tablespoon of warm milk and also 1/8 teaspoon of vinegar. Stir it well and pour it into the tin. See that you're tapping the tin nicely, otherwise there may be chances for air bubbles to get stuck in. Here, our yellow cake is also ready. Now, let's prepare the batter for our next cake. We have taken only 3 colors here, the lemon yellow, sky blue and super red color. With the help of these 3 colors, we'll prepare our next 3 colors. First, we'll prepare the orange. For that, we will take lemon yellow and super red color. Take a plate and put 2 drops of lemon yellow color and a drop of super red color. Now, take some of the super red color and add it to the lemon yellow, which will give you the orange color. If you feel the color is not enough, you can add some more lemon yellow color. Mix it thoroughly. And now we will take our next glass of batter, pour 1 tablespoon of hot milk and then add the color into it. See that you are adding the vinegar just before baking. Here, the batter has given out the orange color. Let's pour it into the baking tray, tap it very well and place it in the oven setup. Here, our orange cake is ready. Now let's prepare the next batter. The next cake that we are going to prepare is violet color. For this we'll take red color and blue color. Take 2 drops of red and 1 drop of sky blue color. Let's take the super red color and mix it into the blue color. Now let's take the next glass of batter. Let's add 1 tablespoon of warm milk and then add the color into it and mix it thoroughly. Since our batter is outside for quite a long time, let us pour 1/4 teaspoon of vinegar to it. And here the violet color, it's very beautiful, it's very light. I don't know how it's coming out in the video, but here it's really beautiful. Light violet color has come out. Now let's pour the vinegar into it. transfer it to the pan and bake it for another 15 minutes. And here our violet cake is also ready. Now my dear friends, we are going to prepare the last cake required for our rainbow cake, that is the green layer. For this, we will take 2 to 3 drops of lemon yellow and 1 drop of sky blue color. Let's take the sky blue color and mix it into the lemon yellow, and there our green color is ready. Let's take the last glass of batter. Add the color into it. Don't forget to add 1 tablespoon of milk and also 1/4 teaspoon of vinegar. Now let's pour it into the tray and place it into the oven setup. Let's bake it for about 15 minutes. Now our last layer, the green cake, is also ready. Here we have all the layers of our rainbow cake. Next, let's prepare the sugar syrup required for soaking. Take a saucepan. Take 1/4 cup of sugar and half cup of water. Let's keep it on the gas, put on the flame and wait until the sugar dissolves. Here our sugar syrup is ready. Let us set it aside for cooling. Now let's prepare the fresh cream. This is the same bowl and blades which we had kept in the freezer for about half an hour. Let's wipe it very well, thoroughly, so that it does not have any water particles in it. I'm using the whipping cream of Fiona brand. You can use any other whipping cream also. Since our cake is of 1 kg, I'm taking almost 2 cups of whipping cream here. See that you remove the whipping cream from the freezer and place it in the fridge the previous day so that it melts. You can also place a tray with ice cubes under this bowl while you're beating the cream. Beat the cream at least for 5 minutes till the stiff peaks are formed. Before setting the cake, let's soak the layers with the sugar syrup. This is the first level soaking. As much as the sugar syrup we have, almost 3/4 portion we will finish it in our first level soaking. Rest of it we'll use when we are just about to set the cake. Now it's time to set the cake. Let's take a cake board and put a little bit of whipping cream on top of it so that when we place the cake, it doesn't shift. Now let's place the first layer, which is the violet cake, and pour some of the sugar syrup on top of it. Let's apply the whipping cream. Let us now place the next layer, which is the blue layer, and again drizzle some of the sugar syrup on top of it. Let's apply some more whipping cream on top of this layer. Next, we'll place our next layer, which is the green layer, and again drizzle some more sugar syrup on top of it. Let's apply the whipping cream. Similarly, we'll do for our next layer. Here we have our yellow layer. Pour the sugar syrup, apply the whipping cream. Similarly, let's place the next layer, which is the orange layer. And here we go, we have our last layer, the red layer. Let's pour all the balanced sugar syrup into it and cover it with the whipping cream. Let's give a crumb coat to the whole cake. Now let's take this kind of a scraper and scrape the sides and top to get it even. Now for decorating the cake, let's divide the whipping cream into 6 balls and add the colors to it just as we added for preparing the cake. And here the colored cream is ready. Fill it into a piping bag and pipe it around the cake. Now let's start piping it around the cake. Here we have our first layer. Similarly, let's do the same method for the rest of the 6 colors. Now we have reached the topmost layer. Let's take a scraper and scrape all the sides. Once this is done, you can take a zigzag scraper and just scrape it around the cake to get a beautiful design. Here I am using the rosette nozzle for making small beautiful flowers around the cake. I have piped in all the remaining cream into a single piping bag, and this is how it comes. Next, we'll use the same rosette nozzle and pipe it in the form of rose flowers right on top of the cake. And this is how our cake looks like, the rainbow cake. You can stop decorating here, but I'm making an add-on to it by pouring white chocolate ganache into it. To make the chocolate ganache, you'll require fresh cream, sugar, and white compound. I have taken 1 tablespoon of fresh cream, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and around 30 grams of white compound. Let us pour this white ganache on the cake and decorate it with some colorful sprinklers. And here our rainbow cake is ready. It looks really delicious and tastes very yummy. Do try it at home. It's very simple, very soft and juicy. So it is a must try. Don't forget to share your comments with me. Enjoy!